Hey guys, this is Tommy and Dixon. We're here at Xfactor Paintball, and he is actually one lucky guy. Tell us what you got there in your hands.
Well, right here I got the new Lv1. It says Ego on it, but man, it doesn't shoot like an Ego. I'll tell you that. When I first opened the box, I couldn't help but smile because of the innovation that Planet Eclipse. I mean, they're always surprising, and it's just it's a breath of fresh air to know that they can come out with something new, hot, and it's hard to describe how it shoots because it's not like an Ego you've ever shot or even a Geo.
Lv1, brand new gun, just got it this weekend, and was lucky enough to be one of the guys to shoot it all weekend, and man, thing's pretty nice. I actually usually shoot the Geo platform. I had an Ego as a backup gun, but typically use the Geo. I'm actually kind of excited to use this thing a little more. My cons for the Ego platform is usually how loud it was, and I really like the way the Geo shot and felt, but this gun's really unique. A lot different from the 11, or I'm not sure what they're calling that now. I think they might have changed the name, but the Ego 11. The first thing I noticed was that it's really quiet. I mean, it sounds like an autococker. I mean, it just doesn't make very much noise at all. I was really surprised. I mean, the first shots I took, I was like, whoa, you can't hear the gun, which is obviously a huge plus. You know, it's still got the great efficiency. I'm not sure. I think the guys were saying something like 15 pods out of a 68, so that's pretty nice. And then the other thing is they got the grips up here in the front. The gun feels really solid. There's no more, or I'm not sure if the LPR is there or not, but it's
on the inside.
It's inside the gun now, so you can kind of wrap your thumb around. You don't have that little piece there in your way anymore. So the gun feels great, shoots really nice. I was really impressed. So kind of looking forward to test this thing out a little more, and who knows, I might be using it for the rest of the year.
I loved it, man. It shot really smooth, and honestly, the first thing I noticed about it is just how quiet it was, quiet and smooth.
That's always a plus.
Yeah. The Egos tended to be the louder gun of the two of the Geo, and this thing is definitely quieter than any gun I've heard out there thus far.
Absolutely not. You don't even notice it. Just the way they designed the gun, it doesn't interfere with any kind of switching hands. I mean, the gap is big enough for any type of error. I mean, and most people, they just made it to where it feels comfortable to grab it up here on the front, so you're not even using, or your hands aren't even really getting in the way of the new airline.
I think everybody's like, man, how does that feel? I know that the air's coming through the grip frame now and just straight into the reg from the trigger guard. And I opened the box and I was like, oh crap, that's unique, interesting. And then everybody kept asking me, well, how does it feel? How does it feel? And I'm like, good. It feels good. I don't know, man. I mean, it never seemed in my way. My hands aren't even near it, to be honest. So I felt like the gun as a whole just felt really solid in my hands. I liked the way it felt, and it never got in my way when I was switching. So never really felt it there, to be honest.
I didn't notice it at all.
No?
I probably played 5-6 points with it today, and not once at all. It didn't bother me at all. I mean, you couldn't even tell it was there.
It shoots so smooth. I mean, like I said, it does not shoot like the regular, the Ego like any Ego's ever shot before. It's so much quieter. It's so soft. I mean, honestly, I see it when I was shooting it for the short time I was able to. I see the bolt moving, but I'm asking myself, is this thing actually shooting? Because it's just so much softer.
Believe it or not, it's actually operating about the same pressure as a Geo 3.
Wow. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, just the design and operation of it it really does feel like a Geo in my hand. I mean, the trajectory, the sound. I mean, it's really smooth and a deep sound. I mean, it's not that pop-it sound that you're used to. I guess that's the main difference as far as like right when I got out of the box and started chronoing the gun, which was shooting at 290 out of the box, which is awesome.
Ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, it's ready to rock.
Dude, I love it. You're probably gonna be seeing me shoot this next year.
I mean, yeah, just check it out. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. Man, Planet Eclipse makes the best guns out there. I mean, no joke. All the top teams would prefer to shoot a Planet Eclipse marker. The guns are the best. The tech support is by far, it's so far superior than anything else. It's just unreal. I mean, we've been at a Planet Eclipse since inception, and we honestly, man, it's just such a nice thing to have the backing that they give us. So, just really looking forward to good 2013.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, surprisingly, when I first saw it, I was like, okay, it says Ego on there. I was, you know, I've been shooting a Geo since Geo has been around. I mean, I shot the Geo, the first Geo, the 2, the 2.1, and I shot the 3 this past year. And you know, I was a little skeptical. You know, wondering, I want that flat shot. You know, I've been a small valve person for a while, but when I got this in my hand, I was aiming a lot higher than I should have been, and I started, you know, playing it like I would play a Geo, and it was nice and flat. Air efficiency was great. I mean, I wasn't having to fill up on air, which is really nice. You know, going back after every point, I was able to play a few points before I needed to air up, and that's you know, that gets more gameplay and time, and
Definitely.
yeah, it just helps out. Dixon Yang signing out with San Antonio Xfactor, Planet Eclipse, Lv1.
Saw it first.
Don't put that in there.